ranking the best outside linebackers in Madden 25. And boys, we are back here with another tier list update. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the outside linebacker position. Before we get into today's video, I do want to talk about our sponsor real quick, MMOEXP.com. If you guys want an alternative to buying packs, consider buying coins at MMOEXP and make sure to use code DILL at checkout for 5% off your order. Now, right before we go heading into the new cards today, I want to take a look at the old tier list where I think the pass coverage guys, like I still think Ted Hendricks, Devondre Campbell, S tier pass coverage players. However, I think the pass rushers all need to come down a singular tier. I'm going to keep Brian Orakpo in this A pass rush. I honestly think I should have kept him in the S pass rush, just given his value of the 1 AP double or nothing X factor, also the unstoppable force as well. I like this card a little bit more than the A tier guys. So yeah, all the pass rushers are going to come down a singular tier. And now this is what we're looking like before we get into the new cards. Now, the very first card we have today is 85 overall Preston Smith. And this is a card that is 6'5", 265, 81 speed, 84 acceleration, 81 agility. Obviously the change of direction isn't great, but this is a pass rusher, not a pass coverage player. So pretty decent physical stats for the pass rusher. Has good power moves of 87, but lower finesse moves, pretty good block shed, decent impact blocking. And for his traits, this is why pass rush traits really matter. He has the bull rush and the swim move trait on yes. So think of the bull rush move. That is going to go ahead and be this power move rating, and spin and swim. These two traits right here are going to go ahead and be that finesse move rating. So ideally on this card, we will want the bull rush move on yes, and then the swim move trait on no. If he had those traits, I think he could be a little bit higher, but this Preston Smith card, because of his traits, I'm going to go ahead and slightly place him in the D tier. I think he could have maybe potentially been C if he would have had ideal traits. Now, right after that, we get a really good blitz card right here. We get Odafe Oweh, and this is a card that has 91 speed, 92 acceleration, and we're going to go ahead and show how crazy that is for a pass rusher, and 90 agility, 83 change of direction as well. He's 6'5", 257. So even though this card, he doesn't have man or zone, he could even potentially drop out into his zone because his physical stats are so good. This is a card though that does have pretty good power moves, lower finesse moves, and decent block shed, good impact blocking, but his traits are actually ideal. He only has the bull rush move on yes. So basically what that's saying is he's not going to use finesse moves. And also Odafe Oweh, when we look at his abilities right here, they do get some 0 AP X factors. However, I don't really like these. I would rather them start on like the AKA X factors. Like if we use double or nothing as an example, right? You have to make like TFLs 2 on the competitive setting, which is online. Like that's pretty hard to do. So I just don't really value those X factors a ton, especially when they are AP, but just base abilities, he doesn't really get anything crazy either in my opinion. So this would just be a non-ability rusher. And again, these physical stats for the linebacker, it's not like he has bad pass rush stats either, but let's go ahead and sort by just speed right here, outside linebacker. And you're gonna notice there's a card we'll cover later, number 1. He is comfortably in number 2, right above like Zach Bond and another card we'll cover later. So for me, that value of Odafe Oweh, I think he is an A pass rusher in this game. I like him a ton. I like him more than the B tier guys. He's gonna make this A pass rush tier for me. And right after that, we get another blitz card. We get Akeem Davis-Gaither right here, and this is a card that is 6'2", so pretty decent height, 89 speed, 91 acceleration, 86 agility, 86 change direction. Not the worst balance of physical stats. And this is a card that is not a pass rusher. He has decent block shed, decent impact blocking, and he also has no man or zone. And what I don't get, okay, this card at the 90 overall has no man or zone. He has like 52 zone coverage, and him going up what, like 14 overall, and then they do the same thing on the 90s. Like I just don't get him. He has play ball and air conservative as well, and if we look at his abilities, he can't get the lurk artist either. I just feel like there's no point to use this card. He's gonna be in the F tier. I feel like he does nothing. And we get another blitz card right here. We get Willie right here, and this is a card that is 6'1", 243, 90 speed, 93 acceleration with a little bit lower agility and change of direction. It's not bad, but it's obviously not ideal. He has 70 finesse moves, but I wouldn't really say he's has good pass rush. 90 block shed, 85 impact blocking, and also doesn't really have good zone coverage. This is a card that does have the big hitter trait on yes. Play ball and air conservative, again, we do not like that. And for Willie's abilities right here, he doesn't get like the lurk artist, and very similar thoughts to him in the previous card. They just really just didn't give him any man or zone. And I guess like from a coverage standpoint, maybe like, is he worse than everyone in B tier because of his physical stats? Like he just has no zone. I feel like there's no point to the card. I'm gonna place him in the F tier right by Akeem Davis-Gaither, and I could realistically see us just like deleting this B pass coverage tier and moving them on to the F tier. I don't hate that. Like I like Sagan a lot because he gets lurk artists. I like Ted Hendricks. I like Devondre Campbell. And you know what? We're just not gonna have a B pass coverage tier because I feel like this is like kind of overrating these cards. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and delete that tier. We're going to keep the B pass rush tier. Yeah, I like that actually a lot better. This is more along the lines of what I'm thinking the list looks like. And right after that, we get Lawrence Taylor, and Lawrence Taylor is 6'3", 237, 90 speed, 89 acceleration, a little bit lower agility and change of direction. But I think the speed and excel is like the two most important things when it comes to like an edge rusher, because this card really isn't going to move side to side, right? Like he doesn't really have man or zone. Lawrence Taylor, obviously a pass rusher, and this card has 90 finesse moves, 90 power moves, 88 block shed, 83 impact blocking. So it's 90 for finesse moves and power moves. That is great. And when we look at his traits, big hitter on yes, all three pass rush traits on yes, is basically trait glitched, everything you would want on yes. And this time for abilities for Lawrence Taylor, he can get some interesting things like, I mean, speedster for 1 AP, not the worst value in the world, double or nothing, edge threat, and even can get the film study as well, potential under pressure. Like, I like this Lawrence Taylor card a ton. I think given the list today, yeah, I mean, I like him more than the A tier guys. I'm gonna go ahead and place LT in the S pass rush tier. I like this card a ton, hitting that 90 finesse moves, hitting that 90 power moves, probably from a core rating standpoint, the best in the game. And right after that, we get 93 overall Brian Orakpo, who his card art is not loading, but this card is 6'4", 257, 88 speed, 94 acceleration, so really good excel, 93 power moves, 83 finesse moves, 90 block shed, 90 impact blocking, and somewhat drop into his zone, but that's obviously not his strong suit. He is a pass rusher, and this time big hitter trait on yes, bull rush on yes, swim move on yes. And I really think though, this card, I don't think he's better than his 88. If we compare him, obviously the 93 is going to beat him in every single core rating, but the 93 from an ability standpoint, sure, he can get like double or nothing for 3 AP. He can get some other interesting abilities like inside stuff for 2. Like, there's some interesting things this card can get, but I like this 88 more because of what he can do with the AKX factors, like unstoppable force or double or nothing for 1. Really, it's the double or nothing for 1 for me. Not everyone's going to want to run double or nothing. So in my opinion, I'm going to place them on the same level. I like the 88 more. I really did consider like Brian Orakpo being in the B tier, like the 93. I like the 88 more, but if you're not rocking the 1 AP double or nothing, then obviously this card's better. But right after that, we get 93 overall Ricky Jackson, and this card is 6'3", so has really good height, 87 speed, 91 acceleration, decent agility, decent change of direction, does not have good jumping. And this time 93 power moves, 82 finesse moves, 92 block shed with really low impact blocking. This card is like really weak in like weird areas like jumping, impact blocking, and you could potentially get the zone up to 80 with the strategy item. Has the big hitter trait on yes, only has the bull rush move on yes, which means he's not going to use this 82 finesse move rating. He's only going to use 93 power moves. And if we look at Ricky Jackson's abilities this time, this is a card that can go ahead and potentially get the film study. You can get edge threat, no like double or nothing or anything. Also inside stuff if you did want it. I think Ricky Jackson, this is another card that I don't quite think he's S tier. I think he's good. I'm going to go ahead and place him also in this A tier, and I think you can debate placement. Like, honestly, my favorite card in A is Odafe Oweh. Now we get back-to-back season cards right here. Now, you can't get them all the way up to the 94 yet, but we're going to rank them based on their 94. They're a couple tiers lower right now at their like 92, but Joey Bosa right here has 89 speed, 93 acceleration, 85 agility with 93 finesse moves, 88 power moves, 90 block shed, 90 impact blocking, even 70 zone, but again, not really too crazy. Has all 3 pass rush traits on yes, and if we look at Joey Bosa's abilities this time, he can potentially get the double or nothing, the speedster, the film study as well. I think this is a card that, again, is more on the A tier level, though. I like Lawrence Taylor more than him. Just going to be a pass rush for me. And right after him, we get Quincy Williams. Now, I personally hated this 85 Quincy Williams, but it was really because of this, the 68 change of direction. But this card now actually has pretty decent change of direction. So 92 speed, 93 excel, decent agility, decent change of direction. And this time he is not a pass rusher. He is a pass coverage player because he has 90 zone. That is really, really nice to hit. Big hitter trait on yes, play ball and air aggressive. And if we look at his abilities right here, he is someone that can get the lurk artist as well. Also potential knockout player with flat zone or mid zone if you did want it. Yeah, I like this card a ton. Deep in, deep out, I don't really think I would run those on the linebacker, but Quincy Williams, I think he's an easy addition to this S pass coverage tier. One of the better pass coverage players in the game, and I don't hate to take that. Maybe we drop down Ted and Devondre Campbell, leave him in S pass coverage. Segun is our B pass coverage tier, but yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and place him in the S tier. And now ending off the video right here, we get back-to-back Vic Beasley team diamonds, and this is a card that is 6'3", 246. That is not gonna change, but the 92 has 90 speed, 91 acceleration, 88 agility, 85 change direction. So really good like speed rusher, 92 finesse moves, 71 power moves, 90 block shed, good, 89 impact blocking, and for traits, he only has the finesse moves on yes, so that means he's not going to use power moves, so we can essentially block that out. This card really, again, doesn't really have a weakness, and the 92 Vic Beasley, he is someone that, again, can get some ability. He can get the edge shred, he can get the unpredictable. This would be a player I wouldn't run abilities on, but given our list today, I think this is another card that is potentially in the S tier, and 92 Vic Beasley is going to be on the same level as 95 Vic Beasley. And this could be the card that is like solely in S tier, but again, the physical stats are amazing, and keep in mind his traits, so he's only going to use 95 finesse moves. Great block shed, great impact blocking, and this time for his abilities, the big thing is getting 2 AP double or nothing. So I mean, we could drop everyone down, but this card being alone in S tier, I don't think he has to. Like, I think LT is fantastic value, and yeah, boys, this is what my updated thoughts on outside linebacker is looking like. And again, we could go something like this, or I'm just okay with him being on this S tier level. So yeah, boys, hope you guys did enjoy the video today, man. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Madden 25 Ultimate Team content just like this. Now, if you guys do want to go ahead and see me use some of these cards live on stream, have been streaming here on both YouTube and Twitch. To watch on YouTube, make sure to hit that noti bell as well. You'll be notified every time I upload or go live here. Or if you guys want to watch on the Twitch, check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with a follow. But if you guys do want another video to watch, check out this one right here.